Alright, MCU nerds, we are back for phase 1 of my preferred MCU viewing order. So in the last video, I went over the pre-MCU Marvel movies. Now we're moving on to the MCU itself, and we begin phase 1 with Iron Man. So no, we are not starting with Captain America, which is chronologically the first movie. And this is a good time to explain the main method for this viewing order. This is a first-time friendly order, but it also works well for rewatches. The main point of this viewing order is that after you watch a movie, watch the end credit scene, and then watch the movie that scene directly leads into. This will be a common theme here. So I would call my order closest to a modified release order. Marvel never meant for you to watch the MCU in a strictly chronological order, because that is often not the best way to tell a story. Think of how many movies you watch that actually go in a strict chronological order. Most movies actually have flashbacks, flash forwards, or side stories that are happening at the same time. Or you have extremely ambitious movies like Memento that keep going backwards in time. If you're watching this and have not seen Memento, go watch it. Like right now. You can pause this and come right back in 2 hours. It's okay, it's a great movie. Okay, we all back? Alright, so we're starting this viewing order with Iron Man. This was the official start of the MCU and the first movie released, so it just feels wrong not to start with it. The other major issue I have with some viewing orders are the ones that place Captain Marvel here. Do not watch Captain Marvel during Phase 1 unless you've already watched the MCU a couple times and want to do a chronological run through. It's especially a poor choice here on a first time viewing because you're going to get introduced to Captain Marvel and then not see her again for like 20 more movies. It really ruins the flow here. But back to Iron Man. The ending of Iron Man leads directly into Iron Man 2. But first we got to get the Incredible Hulk out of the way. This is a sort of skippable movie if you are already familiar with Hulk's origins and just want to plow through and watch the most essential movies. But in my opinion, it's worth watching. They do switch out the actor that plays the Hulk, but I kind of like Edward Norton better as the Hulk, so I recommend against skipping it. So as I said, Iron Man 2 picks up right where Iron Man 1 left off. We continue to find out more about the Avengers Initiative during the ending, and then during the post-credit scene, we see what leads directly into the next movie, which is Thor. But first, we'll watch our first one-shot. These are short side stories that fill in some of the story. So this is where we'll watch a funny thing happen on the way to Thor's hammer. This will lead into Thor, where we learn about the origins of Thor and Loki. Then in the post-credit scene, we get another teaser for the Avengers movie. First, we've got another one-shot and then a flashback. So we'll watch the Consultant one-shot, which gives more details on the Incredible Hulk post-credit scene. After this, we go back to the 1940s and learn more about the origins of Captain America. Then during the ending, we're right back to the present day. This is one of the main reasons I prefer Cap's placement here instead of at the beginning. The ending of Captain America leads directly into the Avengers, so if you watch it at the beginning, you get this confusing end credit scene, then you wait 4 more movies until it pays off. So after Captain America, we have the first MCU TV show. It was actually released in Phase 2, but it's a better fit here. This is quite a detour, so if you want to skip it and go straight to the Avengers, that is acceptable. There are 2 seasons of Agent Carter, and it's a pretty solid show. But it's not required viewing in order to understand the story. You do learn more about what was going on with Howard Stark and the beginnings of S.H.I.E.L.D., so if you're interested in that, check it out. Then watch the Agent Carter one-shot after the show. And then the last movie of Phase 1 is The Avengers. If you were around for the hype of this movie when it first came out, you probably remember the insane expectations for this movie. For the most part, I think it delivered. But finally, Phase 1 actually ends with a one-shot here with Item 47. This presents some of the fallout of what happened in the Avengers, which will be a common theme of a lot of movies in Phase 2. We'll go over that phase in the next video. For now, if you have any questions, suggestions, or anything else, let me know in the comments.